on Sunday. And at this point of the season, Steve, most players have a defined role in what they're expected to do from the coaching staff. Just how important is that to have for players in the NBA to have a roadmap to follow and stay between the lines?
It's extremely important. Reason why is you want to know what a guy's going to bring you night in and night out. And obviously, throughout the game and throughout the season and in playoffs, you have some injuries. Guys' roles change. But when everybody's on the same page and doing their job, and that's a big, I'd say, quote in the NBA, do your job and good things happen.
Here's the starting group for the Charlotte Hornets. We've got Lights Out. Beast out there at B-Train. Then it's Black Hole. And it's Big Dog at the 5, patrolling the paint. Now, here is Russell. And there's the feed to Reed. And the pass to Capella. Good ball mover here by the Raptors. It's Russell with the drive. It's deflected. Jumps up. Oh! And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
Quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and offensively.
Terrific defensive instincts to come away with that one, and he showed no hesitation in how he completed that transition opportunity.
To the paint. And again, Charlotte running the court in transition. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Charlotte shooting their first free throw tonight.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Here's Russell. He's coming off a 13-point game against Detroit. As to Stoudemire. Capella sets a screen for Stoudemire. Picking up the assist.
And just showing great vision there. Russell surveys the floor and whips it to the open man.
Just about 2 minutes into the game. First quarter of basketball. There's the pick. Lee outside. From deep. Back to Joseph. Out to the wing. Pass to Wolf. Back to Joseph. Another shot. And the dunk by Joseph.
And, folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
The fans really get their money's worth when they get to see him make plays like that.
Power down with both hands.
And really focused on establishing dominance down low. And, guys, it's working.
They have played physical, they have owned the paint, and they have built up a decent lead here in the first.
And here's Charlotte. They're on a 14-3 run. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Here's the Beast. 23 points for him the last game against Washington. 6 on the shot clock. And the dunk by Joseph.
And from the opening tip, they have been in complete control of this one.
Dominate on the court, and it's showing up on the scoreboard. Let's see if they can maintain this level of intensity.
So, timeout called here. The first for Toronto. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons.
Yeah, I just thought their energy was lacking defensively. Just gave up way too many easy shots.
You know what? That's a problem anytime, but especially on the road where you need to be given an extra effort.
Now here's Stoudemire. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. And Joseph kicks to Lee. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And it's great to see how the Raptors have energized the city of Toronto and the whole country of Canada, in my opinion. They have some passionate fans, and guess what? A new generation falling in love with the game.
Now, here is Reed. He's coming off a 28-point game against the Pistons in Detroit.
Yeah, but the rebounding in that game as well was just tremendous. I mean, he dominated the backcourt. And having added strength to his wiry frame, Russell able to convert through contact there and draw the foul.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Well, the Raptors with terrific attendance rates, and playoff games are a hot ticket, Steve.
Yes, they are. There hadn't been a lot of postseason action in Toronto. The baseball and hockey teams are not exactly lighting it up, but the Raptors have been a bright spot for sure.
A try by Lee doesn't go for him.
Wow. Now that's having a highlight reel in your mind, but in reality, it didn't work.
Stoudemire, and that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. Here's Russell, and you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Russell's got 5 points so far.
And happy to take it up inside. You see Russell under control.
Joseph against Stoudemire. There's a good screen to the left side wing. Joseph with the ball against Washington. He was really on his game. Lee outside from deep, gets it to go from beyond the arc. Lee's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Hornets. Raptors trail by 13. Russell dishes to Capella. Stoudemire outside. Screened by Russell. It's deflected. Here's Wolf and the powerful one-handed slam.
And guys, they've come out and established a rhythm, and also their play calling has been on point.
Well, the two go hand in hand. Matching your strategy to your personnel is key.
Now, here's Capella. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Here's Russell with the three. That one falls, coming off Carter's feet.
And smooth release from range. Russell can just do so many things for you.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, I did speak with Mike Budenholzer for a few minutes. He thinks rebounding could be the X factor today. He told me it doesn't matter what they do in other areas if they get dominated on the glass. Yet he admitted it was a possibility against a team that puts so much effort into that element of the game. Back to you, Kevin.
Much appreciated, David. Thank you. So what does that mean if your man is doing a better job cleaning the paint? Charlotte making some changes. Big Daddy's checked in for Big Dog. And it's Big Cat in for B-Train. Raptors trail by 14. And the Raptors call time here. And versatility never in more demand, Steve, than right now. You think we're seeing more versatile players in the league now than ever before?
Yeah, we are. I mean, I think top of the list is you start off with LeBron James. Then you have players like now Russell Westbrook, guys being able to collect triple-doubles. Giannis, the Greek freak, Antetokounmpo, is unbelievable because I think by the time the end of his career, he'll be able to play the 5 for our size and 1 because of his skill set. Versatility in this league is a premium right now.
The shot's good from Carter.
And defensively, you've got to make a greater effort working over the screens.
Yeah, he could have made a better choice. He left him an easy one. Let's see how he plays the next screen.
Lee against Russell. Lee outside. Brand, a screen on Russell. The pass to Boyd. Out left to the wing. Russell against Lee. 5 on the clock. Back to Joseph. Over Stoudemire. Shot by Joseph. No good.
He's a little uncomfortable in that in-between area, and the defense plays him that way.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Some changes for Toronto. Johnson, he's checked in for Reed, and it's DeRozan in for Russell.
And doing a good job getting to the line and capitalizing.
Raptors trail by 15. DeRozan passes to Stoudemire. Shoots. No good that time. Good D by Lee. Charlotte has gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Here's Wolf. Hits it from 3-point range. The Beast's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
And it's lights out with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Ross is checked in for the Raptors. And a switch here also for Charlotte. Garcia's checked in. Pass to Smits. Stoudemire kicks to Ross. Stoudemire, the screen, outside DeRozan. They set the pick. Ross for 3. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist. Ross has got himself on the board with 3 there.
A good screen made all the difference. It led to an open look.
Here's Big Daddy. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Screen by Brand. Outside, Garcia. Back to Joseph. And the dunk by Joseph.
Oh, God, you're kidding me. I mean, that's a point guard playing like a power forward.
And he can do a little bit of everything out there.
He is not scared of anybody. He knows he can play amongst the big boys, and he showed it.
Here's Stoudemire following the bucket by the Hornets. Johnson the screen. Stoudemire, no good.
And that was an easy one there, just a missed opportunity.
If you give it to him, he'll take that shot every time down the floor. I'm sure he's kicking himself.
Now, here's Joseph. He's got 12. Lee outside. Dishes it to Garcia. Over Ross. Garcia can't get it to go.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
And DeRozan. Here we go. He's off on that one. Hornets leading by 17. And Garcia kicks to Joseph. Charlotte moving the ball around. Lee outside. Joseph against Stoudemire. Joseph, that's good. Joseph's got 14 points.
And haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
Joseph against Stoudemire. Fades away. DeRozan's shot is off. Charlotte's gone 3 of 4 on 3-pointers in the first quarter. Doing well from long range. Lee outside. 1:24 left in the first quarter. Takes a 3, and it's the Hornets another 3.
And just carrying over from his last game, completely dialed in. You can sense his confidence.
I totally agree. Heat check after heat check. He realizes, man, I'm still hot.
And here are the Raptors now. After Charlotte getting the 3. Here's Stoudemire. Goes to the reverse layup and puts it in. Stoudemire's got his first basket of the night.
And that's something for the team's fans and for his highlight reel.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets. They defeated the Wizards in their last.
And I know the defense wasn't great, but yet and still, their ability to stay composed was impressive.
When things come too easy, it's easy to lose focus. But they held each other accountable and played hard.
ABC's checked in for Charlotte. Campbell comes in for Joseph. Here's Campbell. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Garcia goes in. Toronto grabs the miss.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
A wide open look here for DeRozan. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
And that's what he's looking for. After 3 straight misses, finally finds the mark.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Out to the right wing. And here is Campbell. Outside, Garcia. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Whoa, just climbing the ladder for that 360. Stupendous hop.
Yeah, Greg, he was sky high on that finish. And that one, good. DeRozan's got 5 points so far.
DeRozan has such good body control that it's very difficult to disrupt his shot with contact.
And so is Charlotte, feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start the second quarter. Looking at what we've seen from the Hornets, pretty much in control here, it would appear.
So far, they've been active, scoring the basketball, built up a little lead here, and looking good.
The play calling has been perfect, backed up by beautiful execution. They've certainly captured the moment in that first quarter.
And the Raptors with the ball. 17-point game. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. Setting the floor for the Hornets. Campbell is out there with ABC. Then it's the Prophet, and it's Big Daddy, and it's Brand in at the 4. Now Campbell, quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Here's ABC. Pass to Boyd. Shoots over DeRozan. To the wing right side. Passes it to Campbell. They set the pick. Shot clock at 6. To the right side. Here's Lyons. No good on the 3.
Yeah, you love the solid screen, but what you hate is just the inability to finish.
You can see he's frustrated with that one. Knows it's up to him to make that play.
Now here is Garcia. A 23-point game for him in the win against Washington. Here's Campbell. That's tipped. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Now here's Ross, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Johnson the screen. And the rejection by Brand. Campbell with it. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. It's stolen by Johnson. And here is Ross. Johnson up top. Johnson sends the screen for Stoudemire. Stolen away. Campbell, the pass to Garcia. Here's ABC. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's Garcia. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. Toronto calls timeout. Smitty, you call college basketball games as well. We know you had a terrific career in East Lansing with Michigan State. We're starting to hear from some players, Ben Simmons for one, critiquing the college basketball system for the financial setup and the stringent eligibility rules. Do you give any credence to these complaints? Is the kid right? What changes you think might be made? It's a loaded question with a lot of answer, I'm sure, to it. But it's certainly on the tip of a lot of people's tongue right now.
And I think it should be. You've had some coaches coming out and saying there's some kind of way to be able to change this system and be able to benefit some of these players. I look at it some way, Kevin, whether it's some kind of way you have an insurance policy for these guys or some kind of way that they're able to finish their degree, even go on to finish their master's degree as long as they want from any college, not just the college they came from. But I also think some kind of way there should be some kind of financial stipend for these guys.
Now Brand still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Screen by Brand. To the left wing. Now the pass to Gamble. 6 to shoot. Back to Garcia. Takes the three. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
You can see the frustration. They hold the lead, but he wants to be able to contribute.
And DeRozan kicks to Russell. Capella sets a screen for Russell. Off the screen. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot two.
Clearly a foul.
The Raptors have made their only other free throw attempt today from an earlier trip to the line. The Raptors make... Making a switch here. Jackson's check. Big Dog, he's checked in for Big Daddy. And B-Train subbed in for Big Cat. Now, here is Garcia. His scoring totals are something to take note of. He's averaging over 19 points a game. A screen from Campbell. Pass to Lyons. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by Capella.
And this is what he gives you, the ability to contest the shot without fouling.
Perimeter defense at a premium these days. You see the value in this kind of effort.
Charlotte leading by 15. Here's Campbell, looking for his first basket still in this one. Here's Garcia. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. Over Russell. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. And it's 6 points for the Profits.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Here's Campbell. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And each bucket at this point feels like a backbreaker.
Showing no mercy, double-digit lead, and still putting it on him.
And that's a foul, called on money. That's his first foul. The Beast is checked in for Charlotte. Russell kicks to Carter. That one rolling around and rims out. Stolen by Carter. Down low, Reed. That one falls, coming off Carter's feet. Reed's got his first bucket of the night.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Campbell with it. Passes to Wolf. Campbell with it. The pass to Wolf. Outside, Garcia. Shot clock at 5. Tries it from 9. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Garcia's got 6 here in this quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
There's Jackson with the 3. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
And it's important that Jackson become consistent from deep. That definitely has the touch to make shots from there.
Here's Dio. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Campbell, the pass to Garcia. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
Ooh, just powered it down with both hands. You know he's not going to mess that one up.
Oh, no, not this fella. He is a superb finisher. Now, here is Russell. 8 points for him. And it's Capella missing. And here is Campbell. That's the big dog. Garcia against Carter. Pass to Campbell. Here's the beast. He's got 9. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Charlotte. B-Train's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. And the Hornets call time here. And Smitty, would you ever be interested in joining a team as a general manager, a personnel guy in a front office in the league?
I would, Kevin. I mean, I love everything about the game of basketball, and obviously played it, been in broadcasting. But a GM role is something I've always talked about. Coaching, front office, whatever it may be, I'll be happy because I'm in the game of basketball. And then, Kevin, if I get that job, are you coming with me?
I'm always with you, by your side and ready to go. But let me ask you, when you were playing, Steve, did you consciously think, hey, someday I might be a coach, so I'd like to sit up in the stands and evaluate talent? Does it go through your mind in the throes in the middle of your career?
Yes, it does. And a lot of the guys, I would say my mentors, one was Lenny Wilkins. He did a fantastic job. Player coach at one time. I talked a lot to him. My wife and Joe Dumar's wife are sisters, so me and Joe have a close relationship. Pat Riley, I pick the brains of the best, and hopefully one day I get that chance, and hopefully I make that move. But right now, I'm loving what I'm doing.
Now here's Lee, 33 points last game. From the baseline, that one good for 2. Lee's got 13.
He has great instincts on the offensive end. He's tough to contain.
Raptors trail by 18. Vince Carter on the wing. Covered by Lee. Russell kicks to Carter. Over Lee. Accurate with the jumper from the elbow. 9 points for Vince Carter. Now here's Joseph. He's got 14. They set the pick. And stolen by Russell. He kicks it to Carter. Over Lee. Goes back up. Got a piece of it. Joseph against Russell. Now here's Joseph. Defense is right there. Just 5 on the clock. Charlotte needs to get a shot. Lee outside. Rebound by the Raptors.
But he was red hot in the first quarter. Hit 3 threes. Now suddenly struggling to find the range. It was clear that the defender wanted no part of that play after he exploded towards the bucket.
Now Joseph. Hit by Lee. And Joseph kicks to Lee. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Now let's take a look at how the shots have been divided up between 3-point shots and 2-point shots for Toronto.
Liking the effectiveness they've shown here from three-point land. And I say, hey, shoot it more. They've been successful with a high field goal percentage, and we'll see if that continues to be a part of their arsenal.
Here's what Charlotte's going with right now. Big Daddy's checked in for Big Dog. Big Cat comes in for B-Train. And it's Garcia in for the Beast.
And that's another fast break bucket. And this is the pace, though, guys, that's been working for them.
They are winning the battle in transition. Look for them to keep pushing the tempo.
1:37 left in the first half of the game. There's the dish to Ross. Here's Johnson. No good on the shot. Great D that time from Brand. Joseph with the ball. He's got 16. Kicks it to Lee. And here is Joseph. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Brand. Back to Joseph. There's 57 seconds left in the first half of basketball. They set the pick. And a wide open look for Lee. A three-pointer off the mark.
And we haven't seen them be quite as aggressive driving the basketball, settling far too much for jumpers.
Hornets leading by 18. There's 31 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here.
Yeah, easy call.
This is his third trip to the free throw line in the game. And he makes the first. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Carter. He hits both from the stripe.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Toronto's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Rosen dishes to Stoudemire. Johnson with a screen on Joseph. Stoudemire the pass to Johnson. He got right to the cup in that screen.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities to get to the line.
And Garcia kicks to Joseph. Over Stoudemire. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
And they make sure to get the last shot of the quarter there. Nicely done.
You know, this is the discipline.
And so it's the Charlotte Hornets controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. They've got...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. After the first two quarters of play, it's Charlotte in control. They are in blowout territory, leading by 20. Kenny, some perspective, please.
Their ability to get into the paint and get to the rim has been dead, constantly attacking the basket. It was clearly their intention right from the start to pound it inside as much as possible. And I don't see them straying from that strategy in the second half.
And Tom.
We return now to Toronto with a fantastic look at sunsetting. Raptors trail by 20. You've got Russell. Reed out there with Clint Capella. And there's Carter. And it's Stoudemire in at the point guard. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. Here's Reed. Rebounded by Grant. Brand's got 5 rebounds tonight.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Stoudemire outside. He dishes it to Reed. Outside Russell. Lee with the steal. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Russell.
Taking a look here at the numbers for Reed, his last 10 games have been exceptional. Averaging about 16 points, 9 rebounds, then just over 2 blocks. And he's been putting up points with regularity. I mean, that's what they depend on, his killer instinct on offense.
Well, and we've seen defenses try to adjust, but he has the intelligence along with the talent, just finds new ways to beat them.
Here's what Charlotte's going with right now. Big Dog, he's checked in for Big Daddy. B-Train comes in for Big Cat, and it's the Beast in for Garcia. Now here is Carter. Not a lot of room. Count it. Good. Carter's got the first basket of the third quarter for the Raptors.
The D gave him too good of a look right there. He rose up and knocked it down easily.
Here's Dio. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Here's Joseph. That's tipped, but they recover it. On the wing, Lee tries again, and he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing. And the foul goes against Toronto. For Charlotte, they haven't made a mistake at the line yet. 10 of 10. And both free throws good for Lee. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Stoudemire against Joseph. Stoudemire dishes to Russell. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Screen by Capella. Just 5 to shoot. Up off the screen. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. For Toronto, they have shot 3 of 6 at the foul line.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
Charlotte leading by 18. Passes it to Wolf to the middle. And there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Toronto's gone to three-point range 7 times tonight, knocked down 5 of them. Reed down low. Lays it up and banks it in. Reed's got his second best.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Inside. Great pass to set up the lay-in. And the Hornets lead by 20.
Up by a bunch. He's still pushing the action, trying to impose his will.
With this big of a deficit in the score, you think the losing team would be playing harder. Nope, the opposite.
Toronto, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Carter kicks to Reed. It's deflected.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Back down the play, a 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
The free throw drops for Lee. Joseph against Stoudemire. Here's Capella, and he comes up with the deuce. Capella's got 4 points this quarter.
And that's got to happen if they want to have a chance to turn this thing around. I mean, he needs to just take the game over. I mean, it seems like he's been hesitant to pull the trigger.
Now, here's Joseph. He's got 18. Lee outside. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. There's a screen. And Joseph kicks to Lee. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Again, the miss by Lee. Raptors trail by 21. Feeds to Reed. Dishes to Stoudemire. And there's the pass to Capella. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Capella's got 6 points. Here's Dio. Lee outside. Pass to Beecham. Back to Lee. He feeds it to Joseph. 5 on the clock. That's tipped. Stoudemire against Joseph. Russell with a wide open look. They grab their own miss. Swing gets the whistle. Contact on the way up. And 2 shots coming up. And with the break in the action, here is the 2K leaderboard showing us this month's top passers. And you look at Joseph, an uncommonly gifted passer, leading the league in assists.
Really been in sync with his teammates over that period. I mean, his passing has been phenomenal.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Passes it to Wolf. Lets it go with a 3. Connects from 3-point range. 12 points for him.
This is what these perimeter plays are designed to produce. Quality looks for spot-on shooters.
Stoudemire kicks to Russell. Screen by Capella. Capella, he hangs in there and pushes in on the second chance points.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Joseph. He's got 18. Here's the beast. Joseph, the pass to Wolf. Back to Joseph. To the middle. And he banks in the layup. Joseph's got 20.
Man, he's been on point, not forcing things, getting the most of his looks within the flow.
Raptors trail by 20. Russell dishes to Stoudemire. Reed a screen. Stoudemire kicks to Russell. 6 on the shot clock. Stoudemire with the ball. He's picked up by Lee. Lets it go from 14. And Stoudemire gets it to go.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his way.
Here's Dio. Joseph with the ball. Stoudemire with the double team. There's the pass to Big Dog. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Stoudemire. The 19-foot shot. That one wide left.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
B-Train passes to Joseph. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Willis Reed. And he makes the first.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Big Daddy's checked in for Charlotte. Big Cat comes in for B-Train. Here's DeRozan. He's got 9. To the inside. Here's Smits. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Big Daddy's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Here's Joseph. And that one's in. He's only missed 3 of 13.
What a great play. Totally schooled the defender on that one.
Toronto, they've gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. And DeRozan, here we go.
The savvy and body control of DeRozan. It allows him to finish the play through contact and get to the line.
Now, one thing about DeMar DeRozan, he lives in the gym.
I mean, people talk about that he's always working on his game. They talk about him in the offseason being in the lab with all different type of trainers. And the results, they speak for themselves.
Joseph. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And a look here at the shot chart for Joseph.
And everything he's touched has turned to gold. If you are on defense, you have to make sure all 5 players know exactly where he is at all times. Because if he gets a sliver of a look, he'll get it done.
Russell kicks to Jackson. Johnson the screen. To the paint. And he got the whistle, so he'll have a 3-point play opportunity.
He's done his job tonight scoring the basketball, but they've still been outplayed overall. And when you think about a slasher, a guy who makes his living attacking off the dribble, no better example than DeMar DeRozan.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Raptors trail by 21. Outside, Russell. Stolen by Joseph. Fast break now for Charlotte. Leads running. Good on the shot. You know, Steve, DeRozan, a great ball handler for his size. He can isolate or work in the pick and roll.
Does a nice job of coming off screens and rolls, being able to create for his teammates, and also a big-time slasher that can put you on a poster.
There's a good screen. Here's Russell. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist. 10 points for D'Angelo Russell.
And you got to give it to Russell. A hand in his face, stays calm, never flinches.
Here's Big Daddy. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Joseph against Russell. Here's Boyd. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Dropping dimes all night. He's been completely locked in.
Unselfish basketball. That'll make you very popular amongst your teammates.
It's DeRozan.
When you you get your tickets to see him play, that is what you are paying for. An incredible dunk from DeRozan.
Charlotte calls timeout. Garcia, he's checked in for the Beast. Hornets leading by 22. Brand sets a screen for Joseph, and a dunk by Joseph.
And, you know, that's an example of how many plays we have in a game for which there's no stat. A monster dunk coming off just a terrific pick play.
Greg, you're right. It really did work to perfection. Gave him all the room he needed for the flush.
That's what happens when you get an excellent screen like that. He had plenty of space to slash. Right toward the basket.
And some changes here for the Hornets. ABC comes in for Lee. And it's Campbell in for Joseph. Toronto's gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. Stolen by Brand. And here is Campbell. Kicks it out to Garcia. Lock at 6. And he jams it with authority.
Whoa, just climbing the ladder for that 360. Stupendous hop.
Yeah, Greg, he was sky high on that finish. And DeRozan kicks to Russell. Johnson sets the screen for DeRozan. Russell inside. Campbell defending. Russell with the bucket.
And this is why you like size in the backcourt. Russell taking the hit, yet still able to finish.
Now Campbell. Screen by Brand. Campbell, the pass to Lyons. Campbell with it. Shot clock at 6. Screen by Brand. Here's Lyons. Nice D from DeRozan. A difficult situation for Toronto. Outside, Russell puts it up from 12. That's short off the rim. Charlotte's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Here's Campbell to the paint. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Russell. And then Johnson with the dunk.
Defense out of position on that possession, which allowed for him to get that offensive board.
Well said. Yes, he did. You're right, Greg. That's a tremendous jam on the putback.
You know what? When you don't box him out, he will burn you for it. He threw that putback down with the authority.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Now, here's DeRozan. 16 points for him. Outside, Russell. Lets it fly. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Russell's got 14 points for the game.
Beautiful jumper by Russell. Just nice, relaxed shooting motion. This is like a walk in the park.
And so it's the Charlotte Hornets, finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And we'll be back with you shortly. Again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. The Hornets shooting in offensive execution has been beyond great there. 63% from the floor in this game. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. On the floor for Charlotte, we've got the Prophet, Big Dan out there with Big Daddy. Then there's Campbell, and it's Lyons in at the 2-guard spot. Russell dishes to Johnson. Fouled in the act of shooting. A 3-point play chance coming up.
Hey guys, I like what they're doing here in the second half. Getting a lot of production in the paint and still trailing, but starting to show some grit down low.
Screen by Brandt. Campbell kicks to Garcia. Pass to Campbell. Back to Garcia. 5 on the clock. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Toronto's gone 5 of 8 from 3-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. Ripped away. And they're running. Campbell kicks to Brand. Here's Campbell. Garcia goes in. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Straight rim rocker.
It looked like a Greg for a second, like he might rip the cylinder loose. Johnson outside. And the rejection by Brand. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. And here is Campbell. They set the screen. Lock at 6. Garcia goes in. Came hard off that pick and finished strong.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? And DeRozan kicks to Ross. Here's Peeler. Off target from outside. Hornets have gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. Charlotte moving it around. Now Campbell. Back to Garcia. From deep 3-point range, and it's the Hornets another 3.
Sometimes it's all about patience. His first 3 of the game, something to build on.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Peeler, Campbell defending. Here's Peeler. The Raptors rebound, but they'll get another chance. Ross passes to Autobino. Ball's knocked loose. Right side Garcia. Brand outside. Pass to Campbell. Fast break Toronto. Here's Peeler. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
And just enough wiggle room to get off his shot.
You know, going up against size, you know you have to get separation. Nice move from mid-range.
Campbell with it. Back to Brand. Here's Campbell. Outside, Garcia. Johnson with the block. That's a foul called on the Prophet. That'll be his second foul of the game. Toronto's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Autobino. And stolen by Garcia. They swipe it. Here's Peeler. It's deflected. And here is Campbell. Right wing. Five to shoot. The pass to Lyons. Brand a screen on Ross. He used that pick just right.
And defensively, you've got to make a greater effort working over the screens.
Yeah, he could have made a better choice. He left him an easy one. Let's see how he plays the next screen.
And that's a foul called on Monk. Foul number 2 for him. Charlotte making some changes. Big Dog is checked in for Big Daddy. B-Train comes in for Big Cat, and it's the Beast in for ABC. And there's the feed to Ross. Over Garcia. And too long on the shot.
And this is one of those times where the coach has got to preach, be unselfish.
And we don't know that he hasn't. Maybe it's been falling on deaf ears. Guys take ill-advised jump shots.
To the left side wing. There's the screen. Here's the Beast. Pass to B-Train. Shot clock at 6. From 6 feet. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
Well, this is what happens when you're a threat down low. You attract a lot of defensive attention.
And that's a foul called on the Beast. That is his first foul of the game.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Whoops, they pick off the pass.
And that's sort of a picture of what not to do on those last 2 possessions. They're being way too loose with the ball.
Here's Garcia. Passes it to Wolf. Back to Garcia. 6 to shoot. Here's the 3. Doesn't get it to drop for him.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Ross on the wing. Got a hand on it. There's the pass to Wolf. Knocked loose. And that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession. Jackson, he's checked in for the Raptors. And then for Charlotte, Lee comes in for the Prophet. And it's Joseph in for Campbell. Joseph. Basket is good, and he'll get a chance for one more at the free throw line.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Toronto, they've gone just 2 of 8 in this 4th quarter. The final quarter not treating them well so far. And the dunk by Joseph.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
When your defense translates into offense, it's a beautiful thing.
Peeler, he's covered by Joseph. Here's Peeler. It's tipped. Lee outside. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
2 shots, gentlemen.
The first one falls. And both free throws good for a lead. Now here is Carter. Here's the dish to Jackson. Vince Carter on the wing. Shot to stop the drought. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
Yeah, it just seems whatever they do, nothing's working right now to stop the bleeding.
It takes an effort on both ends of the floor, and you have to find the right matchups to exploit.
Now Joseph. Shot clock at 5. Lee outside. Shoots the 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Lee's got 5 points in the quarter.
There you go. That's the stroke we saw in the first half.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Lets it go from 14. They recover it. Kicks it to Carter. Over to the wing. Jacks up a 3. And he's good on the 3 ball.
And all those second chance points have given them a boost here in the second half. And that's a great way to cut into the lead.
Here's the beast. And it's Joseph in the corner. Lee dishes to Joseph. There's the pick. Pass to Wolf. 3-pointer. Feeds to Joseph. Here's Lee. Banked in off the glass. Lee's got 17 now, just in the second half.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Jackson kicks to Carter. It's good. That basket is now 5 for 9.
And this guy is a scoring machine. I mean, I know I'm not the only one to describe him that way.
Here's Dio. Joseph with the ball. Here's Lee. A rebound by Carter. And count it. And a chance for one more at the free throw line.
You look at that lead pass there. He just has such a great feel for the game.
And the Raptors making a change here. Moss is checked in. And a switch here also for Charlotte. Garcia, he's checked in for Lee. They set the pick. Passes to Wolf. Off the screen. Good. He hits the jump shot.
Well, there you go. I mean, if they're going to keep giving up open jumpers, they're going to keep getting burned.
Jackson setting the pick here for Carter. Jumper off the screen. They get the rebound. The shot by Adebayo, no good.
Just tentative in the paint, lacking a little bit of confidence, allowed the defender to recover and contest that shot.
Joseph, nice pass in here by Charlotte. Good work there as it goes.
Worked that one inside nicely.
1:39 left in the game. Dishes it to Ross. Carter on the wing. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
That's good from Vince Carter. And some changes here for the Hornets. Big Daddy's checked in for Big Dog. And it's Big Cat in for B-Train. Charlotte's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Hornets.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, and all around.
Oh, wow.
Watch your head.
That's a beautiful jam.
Oh, here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim. Peeler, he's covered by Joseph. To the inside. Jackson misses.
And a little frustration now, missing on the catch and flush.
You know, because it's all about timing, just unable to connect. One of those plays you really want back.
Carter, the pass to Jackson. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession.
An unforced error. I'm not sure what was he thinking.
D'Angelo Russell's checked in for Carter. And so it's Charlotte with it. And here is Joseph. Over to the wing. Three-pointer. It's good from long range.
And just staying aggressive, continuing to extend that lead.
They left nothing to chance. This is how you close out.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. They set the screen. Back to Russell to end the run. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Now here's Joseph. And Joseph slams it home.
And in as hostile an environment as you're going to see, they found ways to step up time and time again.
You know, playing away from home, it's easy to get out of sync. Instead, they focused and dominated.
So no problem for Charlotte as they get the win. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
And that's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long and good night, everyone.